Welcome to Seven Trumpets Prep. And in this video today, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of preppers supporting their local food pantry and why you should rotate your shelf stock. So let's talk about it now. I'm here at Elisha's Food Pantry in White Pine in my local town today, and I'm here with Mistress Leckie. And I want to have her kind of just explain to you from a local perspective about, a food pantry and about the importance of supporting them. And then I'm going to take you here in a little while and show you the steps you can take to help make sure that you're not wasting your preps and that you can help support your local food pantry. So, Mrs. Leckie, I'm just going to turn it over to you and kind of let you tell them, over the past couple of years, I know we just got done doing Scout for Food with you, but as far as just the past 4 years, how things have changed, and the years before that, I know it's just kind of increasing the need.
The need is always increasing. Not only do families, people with small children, single mothers, we have a lot of single mothers, and we have a lot of older people that are living on a fixed income. They struggle from week to week. This is the only pantry I know of in this area that allows our clients to come every week. We don't feel like going to a food pantry quarterly every 3 months gets it. So we allow people to come every week. This pantry is supported by Freedom Fellowship Church and by the scouting troops in the area and by Holy Trinity Catholic Church in Jefferson City. Right now we're having a competition in the church between our younger children and our teenagers, and that's going great guns. The kids like to get involved. The kids realize that people have needs, and I think the younger we can teach children that, to care about other people and to try to help other people, the better off our whole society is going to be. The food in this pantry, if you looked around this pantry, it kind of looks like a miniature food city, because we have to purchase a lot of this food every week so that we have food on the shelves. We are more than thrilled when someone brings us food to put in the pantry. We take food from anybody, anytime. We especially need non-perishable foods. We do have freezers. As a matter of fact, a week or two ago we had a donation of hamburger, which is most unusual. It's very hard to get meat to put in the pantry. So when we do, we're thrilled. We have mostly non-perishables. We try to keep all these different canned goods. Unfortunately, we do have to have a limit on how much they can get each week. But most of our clients I know by first name because they've been coming to the pantry since we opened, which has been about 5 years ago. So I don't know if there's any other specific thing you...
Well, I think that we were just trying to get an idea out to people. This is just our community, and there's so many others out there I know that are in need, and I don't think people take enough thought as to the support that they need to give to, because you might fall back on needing the food pantry one day. I hope none of us ever are in need, but we have to think realistically, and there's a lot of things that, especially as this, I do this preparedness show, that there's a lot of things that we can do to help other people. And I'm going to take you and show that to you here in just a minute. But first,
okay, well, one thing that comes to mind immediately is, especially this time of year, as a matter of fact, I spent Friday going to Kroger in Sevierville and to Food City. My husband went to Ingles. Now, why did we go to 3 different grocery stores? Because they're having such wonderful specials this time of the year. So keep that in mind whenever you see 10 for 10. Supposing you just need 5, go ahead and buy 10 and give the other 5 to the food pantry. It's a wonderful way to help stock a pantry if you take advantage of all these specials they have. Buy the limit, and if you don't need it all, give your excess to the pantry. Another thing is, how many of us have cans we have shoved to the back of the shelf, and we go to get it and we think, oh, this is expired, I better not use it. So why not, instead of doing that, every once in a while check your own pantry, and when you see food about to get out of date and you know you're not going to use it, give it to the pantry, because I can assure you it will be used if you donate it to a pantry.
Absolutely. And it's a good way to take control of your tithe and know that you're doing what the scripture tells you to do with it, and bring in your tithes and offerings, and it's to help other people that are definitely in need. Definitely a way to take control of that. Mr. Leckie, I appreciate your time today. Have a most blessed day. And we're going to go now and show you how to pull some of your stuff off the shelf and go through it and make sure that you give it to those in need. So let's take a look at that now. Okay, now we come to the point where, what can I do to help my local food pantry? Well, the first thing I would advise you before even going to the shelf or looking at any of your preps is, first, how can I maximize my help to my community, would be the first question I ask. And what I mean by that is, I'll give you a prime example. The scouts in our area, I'm a scout leader, and our boys, we do this every year, and I love doing it. It teaches them community, and not only that, but it's an opportunity for them to give back to their community. And so what you need to look at is say, well, hey, I know there's a local scout group in our area. Okay, yeah, good. I'll give them the cans of food. That helps teaches those kids responsibility and giving back to their community. And then they turn around and they're going to give it to the food pantry that I would have just took it to anyway. So there you go. You're maximizing your effectiveness to your community. You're helping the youth of your community learn responsibility and build up the community, and then they're given to the very organization you would have took it to anyway. So it's a double whammy, and you've done double good. Now, when it comes to your food preps, pulling it off the shelf, if somebody's in need, I mean, for crying out loud, if you got it put back, help somebody, okay? Because, I mean, this is tithing, okay? This, I mean, like I've said before, take control of your tithe. I know where I can put this to, so that way I know it's not getting wasted. All right, but now, when it comes to pulling it off the shelf, okay, it's come time, like me and Kevin prepped together in our mag group. I'm pulling this up, and like this one right here, in particular, it says November 14th. Okay, so I've got a little while to go on this one. But as the stock moves, new stuff goes in and the older comes forward, I'll look at it and be like, well, it's getting close. It might be 6 months out, say, from the time we might do something with a scout. Or it might be a local food drive, who knows who's putting it on. But the thing is, if it's getting close, go ahead and you can say, well, I don't want it to run out and expire. That'd be a waste. So I'll go ahead and pull it, set it to the side, and when the time comes, I'll get it to them, because if not, by the time it rotate around again for another food drive or whatever, it'll be wasted. And of course, you can always take it down to the food pantry, but it's good to give them a bulk, just wait, give it all in bulk, and that way they can disperse it however they need to, and save everybody a lot of trouble just trying to grab one can at a time, okay? You just get it all together. Another thing that it might seem a little odd to give to your food pantries, but, people are hungry. They'll take whatever you give them. If you give them MREs, you've seen that before. Matter of fact, let me grab one here, okay? This right here, all right, people will take that and put that to use. That could feed 2 people if necessary, for very hungry individuals. All right, that's another option. A lot of people put back the 25-year stuff. Now, look, when it comes to prepping, if you've put that much money into, freeze-dried and dehydrated for long-term use, you need to put that back on the shelf and hold on to that. That's an investment, and that's for when really hard times come, okay? That's there. But this right here is for, I might lose my job tomorrow. Well, I have some. I don't have to go and bother my local food pantry because I have some. And being that time has progressed and I haven't had nothing bad happen, I pray nothing happen bad to me or anybody else, you still have it, and you can take it, and give, okay, from what you do have. So, I hope I haven't rambled on you. These are just some points that I think are very useful to people, and preppers forget about things. I forget about things. I get so wrapped up in, have I put my solar panels up? What did I do on that this week? Did I get that done? Blah, blah, blah. And I lose track of, oh my, did I ask Kevin if we checked the dates on that stuff in the past 6 months? Because then we've not done no good for ourselves or anyone else around us. I mean, that's the bottom line. So that's one reason you need to check this stuff, okay? Because it's a waste for you and everyone else, and it don't need to be. It don't have to be. So please make sure to support your local food pantry. There's plenty of those around us that are in legitimate need, and we can make a difference in other people's lives. And also, it's an opportunity to share with other people the importance of prepping and being prepared for times that come and we may need it. And remember, when the 7 trumpets happen, this is also an opportunity to spread the gospel with people, teach people the Bible, and, tell them, hey, these things were coming. I talk about the 7 trumpets of Revelation all the time. When this time comes, I can give somebody a can of food, and while they're eating the can of food, I can tell them about the 7 trumpets of Revelation. And if you want to check that link right there about worldslastchance.com and what they put together for a series about it. So until we see you again, keep these things in mind and have a most blessed day in Yahushua name.